Hello, I'm Raynor. Welcome back to another video of Raynor's Guitar Digest. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you on a fun guitar picking pattern known as the Travis plucking pattern. Okay, so you may have come across very popular joyful songs like 细水长流 by 梁文福 or Top of the World by the Carpenters. Okay, usually most beginners with limited pattern knowledge, right, will use a simple strumming pattern to play them. Okay, but somehow this kind of strumming pattern, right, simple strumming pattern, the feel, right, doesn't seem to be the same as the original song, or the strumming pattern appears too harsh and monotonous throughout the duration of the song. Example, let's look at 细水长流。年少时候，谁没有梦？无意之中，你将心愿透露。Okay, so usually most beginners will actually play it like this lah, okay, for using a simple strumming pattern like that. Or Top of the World. Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Okay, so this is another example that using a strumming pattern to play such songs lah, like 细水长流, Top of the World. So the reason why it sounds like very out and odd and doesn't seem to be close to the original arrangement, right, and the pattern being used, right, the reason is because the actual pattern used in such songs, right, they're using a pattern known as the Travis plucking pattern. Okay, Travis plucking pattern. So how does the Travis plucking pattern look like? You can actually look at the video of the pattern. First, I will demo this pattern, okay, with a C chord, for example. Okay, so this is one bar. So if I play it fast, it will be. Okay, so when we count it out, right, the pattern notes does a lot of 1 and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a. Example, 1 and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a. Okay, so the first half and the second half of the bar is actually the same. Okay, that is actually repeated. Okay, the second half actually repeats what happens on the first half of the bar. So by default, right, the top T, right, the top T will be the first string of the guitar. The second T, right, will be the second string of the guitar, and this B, right, will be the third string of the guitar, which is also the treble string. And this particular B, right, on the third treble string here, right, you'll be using your thumb to play instead of your index finger. This will be treated like an alternative bass here, using this treble string. So, and then the bottom B, right, will be the default bass of any chord. Okay, so the first and the third beats, right, they squeeze the top treble with the middle finger and the bottom bass string with a thumb. Okay, so the first beat or the third beat, right, will be like this. Okay, and then the E sub beat, right, of first and third beats are empty and sustains the first and the third beat. So you actually will be playing 1E or 3E. Okay, the E is actually sustaining what's happening on the first or the third beat. Okay, then the N-er of first and third beat, okay, the N-er of the first and the third beat will be using the thumb for the N sub beat, and the sub beat will be using an index. So it actually goes like this: 1 N-er. See, N-er is actually a thumb on this treble, third treble string, and then the index finger for the second treble string. Okay, so the 2E N-er, right, and the 4E N-er will be using thumb for bass on the 2 or the 4th sub beat, and the middle for the E sub beat, thumb for the N, and index for the sub beat. So it goes 2E N-er or 4E N-er. Okay, so 2E N-er, 4E N-er. So 1 N-er, 2E N-er, 3 N-er, 4E N-er. Okay, so this is how the pattern sounds. So you can actually practice this first. You go slow: 1 N-er, 2E N-er, 3 N-er, 4E N-er. So 1 N-er, 2E N-er, 3 N-er, 4E N-er. Then slowly you will get fast and you will get used to the pattern. So example of the previous English song just now I was talking about using this pattern would be Top of the World. Okay. Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Okay, so this is the example for the Top of the World by the Carpenters using the Travis pattern. Okay, another example of English song using this pattern will be Marry Me by Train, but this one they will be using, usually they move the assignment to inner assignment, so it goes like this. Forever can never be long enough for me to feel like I have long enough with you. Okay, so that's Marry Me by Train. Another example of a Chinese song would be 牛仔很忙 by Jay Chou. 呜啦啦啦，火车底睡着奔腾的马蹄，小妹妹吹着口琴，夕阳像没了剪影。Okay, so yet another Chinese song using this pattern will be 细水长流, as I mentioned earlier. However, this song uses a slight variation of a Travis pattern, whereby the second and the fourth beat of each bar, the second and the fourth beat of each bar will use an alternate bass instead of the same main bass. Okay, so the pattern will look like this in the video here. So it goes like this. 年少时候，谁没有梦？无意之中，你将心愿透露。就在你生日的时候，我将小小口轻松，最难忘记你的笑容。Okay, so alright, that's all for this video. So hope you learned something new, and remember to subscribe, like, or comment below if you have any questions for me. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.